Fylde Flips.
Good morning, welcome back to the shed, or as E-Boots would say, hey! I have been to Birmingham this weekend, E-Boot car boots, and it wasn't just any boot sale, it was a Guinness World Record attempt boot sale, trying to get the most amount of sellers at a boot sale ever in one place at one time, and the record was 1,024 sellers. That's quite suitable, that's next to the King from Hamilton, isn't it? Yeah, it was 1,024 sellers was the record, and now they've gone and beaten the record, and I was part of it, and it was great, really enjoyable. Now, it's the first time I've ever sold at a boot sale, which I know might surprise a lot of you. I don't know why I've not done it previously, because I loved it. I actually really loved it. I mean, I love going to boot sales and buying, right? But I really enjoyed it. I got rid of some stock that I'd had hanging around for ages, but it's not even about that. Like, although if I had sold nothing, I probably wouldn't be that happy, but it was more just about like the interactions with people. It was great. It was great. And I was in like a really good spot as well, like across from like one of the food areas, and I had loads of eyes on stuff, and you know, just conversations with people about things I had, and just about the whole Guinness World Record attempt in general. Like, not everyone I spoke to even knew it was happening, but a lot of people did. And I was going anyway to buy. Like, that, it was already scheduled for me to go there and go to another one and buy that day. But then midweek, I heard that they were doing this, and I was like, right. I didn't even have to question. I was like, right, I'm going to sell then, it looks like. But I messaged him first, and I just said, like, really, I just wanted to buy. But he's right if I bring, like, a few bits along with me. And he was like, yeah. I was like, what about getting out, though? Is it not difficult to get out? He was like, no, you can come and go as you want. Leave when you want. And I was like, right, that's awesome. It was a bit of a challenge getting out, but then it was so busy, it was to be expected, wasn't it? It was just queues getting out. It did have an impact on my day, though, because of that, but whatever, it was great. It was great. I'll go into that, obviously, in the videos when I get to them, my kind of boot sale, top 20 boot sales in the country. So that was classed as number 9, although it's not straightforward as such, because it's classed as Birmingham boot sales, and I did my research, and I contacted them, and I was like, is Birmingham boot sales e-boot sales? And nobody really knows, but I think it means them all. Because they have 3 sites, I think they just went with Birmingham boot sale when they made the AA list. Somebody's going to tell me, no, Birmingham boot sale was down the road. Everyone was saying how it's like the biggest boot sale they've ever seen. They've never seen it get that big. And although technically I think all the information probably has to go off to Guinness for them to verify it and everything, it was an official world record attempt, but they have to, you know, send off their information and get Guinness to basically approve it. But yeah, it's been a busy weekend. So I was travelling to the Midlands. I was up yesterday at 1:30 in the morning to get there for when it opened. In the end, I probably didn't need to, because it was absolutely pouring it down for the first like hour and a half, and not many people had set up, and it was worrying, and I bet it was worrying the guys at E-Boot boot sales. Like, I'm sure they were thinking, oh God, but it cleared, and then people kept showing up. So yeah, I got some decent bits, but you got to remember I was selling there, so I didn't have, you know, I didn't walk around for as long as I might have done otherwise. I wanted to get set up, sell a few things, and then get on to another boot sale, which didn't exactly go to plan, but we'll save that for another time. But right now, this is just a very, very quick look at what I bought from E-Boot boot sale and St Michael's and Norcross on the Saturday as well. So this is everything. So Not a huge quantity, but some decent bits. Got some Lego drawers there. I've got a classic vintage Barney back there. I think these are really cool. Almost vintage busts. Well, I think those two are, and that one's a bit newer. You know, classic Tupperware, tea, coffee, sugars, etc., etc. All these are kind of cool. These whimsy on why. So today there are 13 items going out. Right, so 2 items that have already sold. We've got this Sesame Street Stamp Factory set. There's issues with this. I bought it from the tip shop, I think, for 50p or £1. I only got £7.50 for it. I had it up at £12.50, I think. The offer came in, and I was just like, yeah, whatever. So I've already picked that because it was upstairs with the board games. It's kind of cool, vintage. The main issue is that this ink pad is no longer there, so you'll need to use some like external inks. But I mean, all the all the stamps are there and everything. Yeah, there's a couple of good sales amongst all this. Although it's there's not a huge quantity of items, there are 2 particular things that I think are pretty good. Very good profit on them. GTA guide. I had it up at £9.99. What did it go for? Went for £8.50 plus postage. That, and it still had its map inside. I think they're missing sometimes, and then it's not worth as much. I mean, it's not worth a great deal anyway. I bought it from a boot sale for £1. I think it was Norcross, my local. And again, it was with the books upstairs. Some of the books are still up there. In fact, most of my books are still up there for now. Eventually, everything will be in here. We'll save the best 2 items till last, I think. Let's do the rest of the stuff first. We've got, where's that People Mover? We've got a magnet. I think there might be one of these in here, actually. So this is some of the stuff I took to the boot sale. It didn't sell. It's, a lot of this stuff hadn't even made it to be listed. I got quite a lot of it from a friend of mine who recently gave me a load of stuff for free. I took some of that along. A few of those bits did alright. Some of it was ours, but it was mostly unlisted stock that went, and yeah, a good amount of it went. So this one went for, I was trying to sell these at the boot sale for 50p. Nobody wanted one. Loads of people picked them up and they were like, oh yeah, look at that, until I think they realised that it was just a magnet, a vintage magnet. One lady was like, oh, like about to buy it, and then she just walked off, and I gave it to her husband. I was like, just, you have it. I did that. I gave a few bits out, just like, if people showed interest but they were a bit, they weren't sure, I was just like, just take it, it's fine. It's all bits and bobs. Owes me nothing, the vast majority of what I took. Absolutely nothing. In fact, it was draining my life energy just being around some of it, honestly. There it is, £1.99 plus postage. That's the full asking price on them. I mean, they're cool, right? Cool vintage. And they did all like different ones, like on the back there. All like different ones that they did. Yeah. I'll start my diet tomorrow. That's my motto. My motto of life. It's not. I'm doing alright for the most part. There's been a few hiccups, let's say. The guy next to me at the boot sale had the best samosas ever, right? I gave him something because he was into theme parks, he said. So I gave him like a little theme park figurine. And he was like, I've got to give you something then. And he gave me one of his samosas that he'd made. It was the best samosa I've ever tried. It was so good. So much so that I bought 2 more. One for the road and one for Claire. I had an ice pack in my bag, so I managed to keep it cool all the way home. So next we have this mug, £9.99 plus postage. It's not even, like, I think it's aimed to be like a Father's Day thing. And I've had it at least 2 Father's Days without it selling. And now it's sold now, like randomly. Is it like Father's Day in America soon? So, I mean, it's not going to America, but different countries have Father's Day on different days, don't they? So maybe it's that. Probably not. It's a nice big one. It's as far of the year. Yeah, I mean, it could be birthday present, Christmas present, couldn't it? It's not necessarily Father's Day. Father of the Year. It's quite funny, isn't it? No spoilers. My kids have only watched the first one. And there was a scene in the first one where there was like somebody's burning body. And my youngest was just like, nope. Nope. That was it. That was enough for him. He was like, nope. Too much. The rest of the film was relatively okay, I think, but I forgot about that bit. Not Father of the Year type of thing to do, is it, that? Right, we got a icing sugar sifter slash flour sifter here, Tupperware one. I was asking £9.99. It did go for the full asking price, and it's not from the new lot of Tupperware. It's an older item. I've seen it recently. It's just here. I've got everything stacked at the moment, just a little bit precariously. Let's move it to somewhere just as unstable. Over here. Please, somebody buy this. I've had this for so long. I remember somebody who watches the videos reached out to me, and like it must have been over a year ago, and said, "Oh, I've had mine for about 3 years or something. It's not so." I was like, "Oh, I'll sell mine quicker than that, surely." So it's like, no, I've had this. This is one of the longest items I've had now, I think. Yeah, I think it is. It's cool though, right? It's proper like vintage. Look at that proper vintage post office sign there. Back when they used to. Let's not go there. Let's not go there, Mike. We don't say anything about raw mail around here, or all your parcels will end up getting there smashed. All is well. Is that it? That's it. There we go. Has it got like a little? Yeah, it's got like a little like sifter bit on there, and it's got like a little handle there. You kind of. Do you turn it round? I think do you turn it round in it? I don't know. Yeah, it turns that bit round inside, doesn't it? Yeah. So Claire is off today, but she has other stuff planned, so I'll be doing the packaging myself. And I've got a bit of housework to do as well that we're going to do together. Because we're just trying to, things get a bit messy sometimes, don't they? You got to kind of sort it out. What have we got in here now? Everest. We've got something in Everest. We've got something in Rise the Resistance. Rise the Resistance and Everest. So in here we've got this Schleich pig, swine. £5 plus postage. I don't think I would have just randomly bought one pig by itself, but maybe I did. Maybe it was a slow day at the boot sale. Rise of the Resistance. We have these Disney keys. Now they only want this one here, this pink one, and they were willing to pay a tenner plus postage on it, which, yeah, I don't often split stuff, but I only had them up at 15 for the lot. I think that might have been the best one, but they've not had much interest. 10 quid is more than what I paid for all of them. Some of these keys can do alright. I've had a few that have like sold immediately, but there's so many of them out there. Got some Stitch ones, some Hocus Pocus ones. Hello? Alright. Where are these keys? Yeah, they're in here, but seeing them. What's this one? That's another loose one we've got. Make sure these are all listed. I don't remember seeing them any time recently when I've been looking through. I'm sure they are. Just one box on and 3 loose. Yeah, but there's other keys in here, isn't there? So we might have just sold similar. No. And they're not actually in here. Oh, there we go. They're all packed like that. Look. That's nice packaging by you, Claire, because I wouldn't have done them quite so nice. So they just want this pink one, so I'm going to take that out, send it, and then get new photographs of the rest and probably stick them down at a tenner, something, or maybe a little bit less just to get rid of them. Got to make sure these go before Halloween. They're very cool, these ones. Hocus Pocus. We've not watched any Halloween films or anything yet. We need to get onto that. Got our Halloween decorations up. Next is something in this People Mover box here. It's a Cadbury's Mini Egg Corgi car. I had one of these when I was a kid, or was it the Cadbury's Cream Egg one that I had? Don't know, but it was just like this. I got £9.99 plus postage. That was the full asking price on it. And it's just in here. There it is. Got this from a which boot sale was it on the top 20 list? Strawberry Fields, wasn't it? Yeah, Strawberry Fields. Shout out to the guy from Leeds that I met there. Talking to him a little bit. So I've got one more item to pick from in here, but I'll do it in a minute. It's one of the better things to have sold. Let's go get the ceramics. First we have these. These are little mini Waitrose branded like lidded dishes, baking dishes. I got £24.99 plus postage on them. That was the full asking price. There we go. Don't think I've ever had anything Waitrose branded before. Next is this blue and white Delft plate. There it is. Next is this little mini Port Merion, like sugar bowl, I think, or like little plant pot. £9 plus postage. Had it up at £12.50. I accepted an offer. Sorry, this is a really bad camera angle where you can't see anything. It's so dark. Is that any better? A little bit. The best item today is this. It's a Super Lamb banana. Anyone from Liverpool will know what that is, and a lot of other people will know as well. I remember going to Liverpool when these were everywhere, and yeah, look out for these out there. This one was pretty rare, and it's only like a little small one. I think they do them a bit bigger than this, like double the size, I think. I've never seen them out there before physically, like in real life. I've just seen them on eBay and that. But this one went for the full asking price of £74.99 plus postage. So a little bit of a bolo item there. This is coming up in a video that's coming out quite soon, and the lady I bought it off, like as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, Super Lamb banana, and she was like, you're the only person who knows what it is apart from me. I was down south somewhere, so I guess not everybody does know about these, but that's a good profit margin. I think I only paid £1. Might have been £2. I'm sure it was only £1 though. Nice profit. I would packaging this very, very well. So that's everything from in here. We've got one more item that is also good, not quite as good as this, but I paid less for it. Less than £1, yes. Let's go grab it. Cold. So yeah, I hope everyone out there is doing alright and your sales are doing well. Hope your boot sales have been good for you this year. Mine have been good, I think. I'm into a lot of them. Some have been better than others, obviously. That's always going to be the case. So the last item is something I've sold once before, and it is from this bundle here, which I really need to get onto, but I do want to show you guys this properly before I start listing everything out of it. But there's some really cool, like old vintage 70s, 80s, like leaflets and like maps and kind of all sorts of stuff. For example, look at that, that's probably vintage, isn't it? Bought them off somebody from a boot sale. It was like his parents' stuff, I think, and I got the whole lot for, was it £3, £2 or £3? That one, I've mentioned it many times, so I won't go into it too much, but I said to him, I was like, "Are you sure you don't want to keep any of this? I'll still pay, I'll still pay the £3 or whatever. You take out what you want." And I think he had already done so, and he was happy to let this stuff go. I suppose the point where you bring it to a boot sale, at that point you want it gone, don't you? Look at that bag. That's listed, I think. Have I listed that yet? No, I don't think I have listed that one. So that should do alright. But yeah, the two best things have now sold. One sold a few weeks back, and then I got the other one listed. And it is just here. It's went for the full asking price. I've had a bit of interest in this one. This one is not in as good a condition as the last one, but I got the same price. I thought I'll put the same price on. I accept offers, so I expected somebody to come in at like 35 or something, and I probably would have accepted it. It's this World Trade Center pamphlet leaflet, $39.99 plus postage. I've got an Empire State Building one in there as well. I think that's pretty good. And just like various things. I've not even properly gone through it all. I just know there are still some more bits in there. I pulled some of the paper bags, like the old vintage Magic Kingdom paper bags out. But somebody who watched the channel actually mentioned that those paper bags have recently, not the paper bags, the design on the paper bags have recently been used by Disney on some advertisement or something, which I thought was pretty cool. But there it is. It is in good condition, but it was actually inside of this, like this is like a scrapbook, and somebody had slightly kind of taped it in there. So where the tape was, it had like kind of discoloured the paper a bit. This and the Super Lamb Banana have saved the day between them, because if I hadn't sold those two, we haven't got a very good sales weekend there at all, have we? But thanks to them, we're good. Right, so my plans for the day, I'll get this stuff packaged up. It shouldn't take me too long, but I always say that and it always takes me longer than I think. But I mean, I've only got, yes, these are fragile, these 4, 5 things, but they're easy. They're all small parcel fragile. They'll be fine. This is a slightly annoying size. I think that'll be too big for my small parcel boxes, but I will sort it out, it's fine. I say it's just me, Claire won't be doing it, and I've got some housework I need to get done, but I do plan on getting some photographs later on, and getting some stuff listed after that, after I pick the kids up from school. I'm not sure what I'm going to photograph, but I'll probably pick some of this stuff out. Yeah, I got some pogs here. Got some pogs. Tazos, pogs. Good price on the whole box. Look at this. That is a whole bag, quite heavy, of Kinneys or Slammers or whatever other name you want to put on them. And most of them are Pog branded. There's a few others though as well. That was good. That was good. And he knew what he had. He was like, "You know what they are, don't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, they're like Pogs, but I think most of them are Tazos and other brands and stuff." And he was like, "Yeah." And it was like a £5 for the box. And it wasn't just them, like I had a couple of these in the box as well, and yeah, don't know. I mean, wait. Space Precincts. Who knew that they sold them? Space Precinct. Did it not only run for like one series or something? They went hard with the merchandise though, didn't they, considering? Yeah, look at this. This is a nice Spode. Edwardian Childhood. I don't know if that, so it's a kid's mug, I guess. So I don't know if there's much money in them, but Spode blue and white mugs, generally speaking, are pretty good. And cheers, shout out to the guy who sold it me, along with a couple of bits of Tupperware. He watches the videos, so hello to you. But so I'm not going to go through any more of this stuff right now. That will be in videos to come. Right now, I'm going to get the stuff packaged up, get some housework done, get some stuff photographed, get some listings on. We need to update the momentum board, which we will do later in the video. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Are we still going to be on track? I listed like 2 items yesterday. I listed nothing the day before on Saturday. And I didn't do that much on Friday either. So, is that going to have brought our average price right down? We were doing well. I think we were around, last time I checked, around the 150 a day mark, averaging it out. We are only 2 days away from the end of the month. So I really need to do that. Make sure we are still on track. And if we're not, today and tomorrow, I will be getting those listings on to make sure I reach my target. So I am not getting that target of £4,000 for the month. And then we'll have a new month. In this video, or maybe the next one, depending on how I put them out, where we will increase that amount. But to what? The top 20 boot sales in the country videos are coming to a close for recording them, I mean. I've obviously still got to put a lot of them out. So it's going to give me a little bit more time to spend in here, get stuff listed, get stuff photographed listed. Like, yeah, the few improvements I still want to do in here. Doing the room upstairs, which I've not done much to over the last week. I'm just doing it as and when I can. It's not like a priority right now, really. But it's annoying me that it's like half done and the stuff's still kind of like everywhere. So I need to get up there, just tidy it up, give it a clean, tidy up, move things around a bit. Right, let's get this stuff sorted. I'll see you in a sec. So I've just come to the end of doing my packaging and 2 more things have sold. So I'm going to grab them now. Got this, went for £10. I had it up at $14.99. No interest since I put it up a few months back. And accepted a tenner offer. I think this was either inherited, member of family passed it down, or it was from that January pick. One or the other. Didn't buy it, you know, from a boot seller. And then one more item. I'm going to grab it from upstairs. And we've got these 4 hot air balloon tins, like hanging ornaments that would look cool on a Christmas tree. I don't think they're not technically Christmassy, but they would work for that purpose. £9.99 plus postage is what I was after, but I sent an offer out of £6.50 plus postage, and they accepted. Hey guys, it is Tuesday evening. I thought I'd just come out here and pick the few items that have sold. There's not a lot up to now. I mean, it's early evening, so we may well get a few more sales, and I'll obviously let you guys know if we do. But this is what I've photographed today. Well, most of it. There's a few other bits. A couple of video games, PlayStation 1 ones that will go upstairs for now. I've got a box here from somebody who watches the videos, Alison. Thank you very much, Alison. There's a few bits in here, including something that's very fragile, which hopefully has arrived in good condition. The box looks fine, so I'm sure it has. We'll get to that in just a minute. And we need to fill in the momentum board and see if we've reached the total of 4,000, because I've not filled it in since Friday, and I didn't list much on the weekend. So yeah, it's not certain that we've made that total, but if we've not, I'm going to get to listing, and I'm going to list and list and list tonight until I get there. So one way or the other, we'll be there. I just don't quite know where we're at. I think we're going to be around the 133 per day average. Could be a bit less, could be a bit more. So yeah, we will see in just a minute. So I'm going to find a home for all this photographed stock. Then I'll pick the 3 items. Then we'll do the momentum board, and then we'll open this box. It'll either be this evening for me, or I might leave it till the morning and do it then. So in here we've got a bread bin. It's this one. TG Green is the brand. Wooden lid, ceramic body. I got $29.99 plus postage. I think that's the full asking price as well. It's just down here. Yeah. I've just got this from upstairs. This went for £12.50 plus postage. This is the one that I was considering keeping, but I had to look through and I was like, we've already got a few things that are like this and they don't get red, so this ain't going to get red. So There we go, £12.50. That was the full asking price. I had a bundle of these. The bundle sold 3 weeks ago, something like that. And then I sold a single one, and then this single one for £12.50 a piece. I paid less than a tenner for the lot, so yeah, good profit on some of these. Look out for them out there. They're called the Enchanted World, and they're just nice books. Good quality. Yeah. And then the last item I'm picking for now is another Warhammer magazine with the figures. It's this one, Stormbringer, issue 45. That one. Yeah, I will add up where we're at with these, because I think we must be close to breaking even now at this stage. So that's it, like, you know, Tuesday, early evening, that's all we have. That's not a lot, that's not good, it's not, but it is the way of eBay. It is, you know, the ups, the downs. Anyway, we may well have a decent overnight, we might do, it's happened before. Right, what should we do next? I'm keeping these guys here for now because I just think they look really cool. I probably would have put them up here, but there's not really much room up there at the moment, so they can stay on the desk for now. Yeah, what I always like to thinking on like the positive side, when you have a day where you've not sold all that much, or a couple of days in this case, just think about the time you can spend getting more stuff ready, photographed, listed, in the time that you're not going to be spending packaging, which is more relevant to like me because I sell a lot of different things, including a lot of fragile items, so some packaging days can take quite a long time. But I suppose if you're selling small items, easy to ship things, games and that, it probably doesn't take you long to do your packaging anyway, so a little bit less relevant. But for me, I look at that and I think I can package all that up in 15 minutes, start to finish, no problem. And then after that includes the bread bin. Got a nice box down there, ideal for it. So yeah, so I filled it in Friday. Saturday, I don't think I listed anything. Sunday, or was it Saturday, I listed a couple of things. Sunday I didn't list anything. It's one way or the other. And I don't think I did much yesterday either. So it's actually worse than I even thought. I mean, I've been busy. It's not like, you know, I never stop. I'm always doing something, whether it be family stuff, editing videos, listing stuff. You know, I never stop. But my numbers over the last few days are very bad. Yesterday, I only listed one thing, 10 quid. Sunday, I only listed 2 things, 17 quid. And Saturday I didn't do anything. So yeah, what I have failed to remember though, even though it was only this morning, I sat down and I cleared off all of my drafts. So I had a few things that I drafted and a few things, you know, a few photographs in my phone that I hadn't uploaded yet. So I cleared that. I did that this morning. So I have quite a few in there. So I've done quite a few listings today already. So hopefully that is the saving grace here. But I'm gonna see where we're at, not including anything I've done today, and see if we're at the 133 or not per day, or 4,000, near the 4,000 total. And yeah, if we're close to it, we're going to be all right because of the stuff I've already listed today, and I do plan on getting a few more done in a minute. But I'm not sure. So I've just put everything into my phone, adding it up, but I've not pressed equals yet. What do you think? Is it going to be more than 4,000 or not? I'm really not sure. Let's go though. Equals in 3, 2, 1. Whoa. That's closer than I thought it would be. But we've done it. We've done it. Thank God. As I say, I've not put today's in yet. So this is from somebody who watches the channel, Alison. Thank you very much. Alison's been watching for a while. I know we've had a few conversations on Instagram in the past. And she just mentioned that she's got a few things. Am I interested? And I said, yeah. She said, I paid the postage, but apart from that, she has sent this stuff to me free of charge, which is very nice of her, and it is much appreciated. Thank you. I know this is like the second time I've been given stuff for free, and a lot of people will be like, oh, it's all right for you getting this stuff for free because you're on YouTube, but this is rare. I know it's happened twice in a week, but this is rare. This never usually happens. I've also got some stuff in the small shed, but that was given to me weeks and weeks and weeks ago. And that was another case of like he was going to take it all to the tip shop and just get rid of it all. But he was like, I thought I'd ask you first. And I said, well, rather than me going through and picking stuff out, should I just take it all? I'll have a look through, sell what I can, charity shop what I can, take it to the tip. You know, what's no good to anyone. But it's rare. It's rare this happens, so I just wanted to make that clear. I've removed your address from the box, Alison, so don't worry. Don't worry, and I hope you don't mind me opening it like this on camera. Oh, that's right, yeah, there's some McDonald's toys, isn't there? I forgot exactly what was in here. Oh, cool. Alison mentioned that there was a Wii console, but there's also some games here, which is always appreciated. Again, I tried to give Alison some money, but she was very, very clear that she did not want anything. I did send her a badge though, but she really just, yeah, she would not take anything. She had said no to taking anything, but I was going to give her some money anyway, but then she was like, do not give me anything. I was like, right, okay. I don't want to offend anyone by, you know, going against their wishes. What have we got? What's this? I think this is all going to just be bits of the Wii console. I know you're probably wondering why, Mike, have you got a massive purple knife that you're opening everything with? I don't know either. I think it's in here because we've used it in the past for cutting up polystyrene. Like, it's good for that. But why it's still in here, do you know what? I have no idea. I think Claire must have found it in a drawer, or because we've been doing all the, you know, DIY of the shed and everything else. I think Claire must have found it somewhere. Yeah, so that's just the Wii console in there. I'll leave it like that for now until I come to actually list it. And we got, you know, the peripherals and stuff for it. What's this then? That'll be the snow globe, I think. I'll do that last, shall I think. The snow globe. Very well packaged. I love this stuff as well. I could probably do with one of those machines that does this, because I always have loads and loads of card, and I use a hell of a lot of packing paper, so it's all recycled packing paper, just to be clear. But it might come in handy, a machine that does that. I don't have no idea how much they are. Oh, I've got a Goosebumps book. You know me well, Alison. You know me well. I love my Goosebumps stuff. I've tried to get my kids into watching like the TV series, and my eldest was kind of a bit interested, but then I think maybe they're just a little bit too dated now for the kids of today. But I quite enjoyed going back and watching some of them. It's a blast from the past. Phantom of the Auditorium, I don't remember that one. No, it's not one I've read or seen the TV show of or anything. Oh, there's another one. Oh yeah, Say Cheese and Die Again. Yeah, I know that one. Very cool. I'll probably add these into a bundle. Well, I've got 2 bundles listed. I'll probably just keep these to one side until I get more, although I don't find them very often anymore. I don't know about you guys. Not very often, especially not like the old covers like this, the original ones. It's usually like the newer ones that are really not worth much at all from what I've found. And then, oh, we've got some ties. Oh yes, Tasmania. And what's this one? Oh, Simpsons. to alcohol. I might have to keep that one for me. How often? I don't wear ties very often then. I used to have a regular office job, so I'd wear a tie every day, but these days I don't. It's very rare that I wear a tie. Yeah, I might keep it. I might. I say that too often with too many things though, so we'll see. Tasmanian Devil. It's like vintage Marks and Spencer. That's kind of cool as well. I like that. See, there's still like a following, isn't there, of St. Michael's stuff, old vintage M&S St. Michael's stuff. There's a bit of a following, but it's not on everything. It's on certain things, and I've not worked out exactly what's good and what's not. I mean, I have an idea, but yeah, certain ceramics are not all of them. But here are some McDonald's toys for the most part. Oh, we've got some discs here, or records for the Fisher-Price. Like record player, also works with like that carousel that I recently sold. A couple of, are these Funko Pops possibly? Yeah, I don't think these are like legit ones. This one's okay. Sonic, might have to keep that. That might go well in my games room, mightn't it? I'll probably, oh, he's got a ring in his hand as well, that's kind of cool. We'll see. I don't know this stuff at this stage. We'll see. I might keep a few little bits, and I'll probably bundle up most of it and sell it. We've got like a little Disney toy. It's a bit like a Bullyland one, but I don't think it is Bullyland. I've got some Snoopies and what's that? Do I recognise that? Oh, this is Tyco 1990. Is that? I know these, don't I? I know them. I've had them before. I had a bundle from a charity shop a while back and they went for loads. I don't think just one like this is going to be worth anything. You know, it's in a bit of a poor condition, but you never know. You never know. Oh, classic Smurf. Oh, it's a McDonald's one. McDonald's Smurf. They're not worth much, these, but it's good to see them out there. I like the Smurf stuff. Just reminds me of my childhood. My sister had loads of them. I think I was always a bit jealous that she was the one who had them. And we got various other things. We got like a Little People bit of furniture there, and then we got like some cuddly toys mostly in here, like the Winnie the Pooh and Chipmunks. I've had these before quite a few times. They do alright in like little bundles. They don't sell quick, but I think there's enough here to kind of attract somebody's interest. I'm not going to go through every single one. This guy's got me interested though. Is this? No, I thought this might have been one of those, the Wilbur and Friends. You know, I showed you in the previous video one of them, because the face looks very similar to it, but it's not. But this is cool. It's a, or is it? Because the feet feel the same as well. No, I don't think it is. It's made by Russ. Little American football guy. It's not the kind of thing you find very often in the UK, is it? Like American football plush. But there's one here, same colour jersey but different number. 14 quid. But as I say, all this stuff is been given to me for nothing, so much appreciated. Cheers, Alison. Thank you very much. I hope you get your badge, and yeah, hopefully we'll get some of this stuff listed. Hopefully make a few quid. Oh, I've still got the snow globe here, haven't I? Right, let me move this stuff out of the way so I can get the snow globe out. Oh, what's this now? Somebody messaging me about something that they claimed hadn't been received. Yeah, I asked them to close the return and they've not done. They've just messaged me saying, yep, I've got them. Like, I know you've got them, you already told me that, after claiming that they hadn't been delivered when they had. Hey, it's all part of the game. The important thing is the customer got them in the end. But they need to close that case. But he's done a good job of wrapping it. Now I know what it feels like to be the receiver of the parcels I wrap up. I can confirm that it looks like it is intact. I think it's a Christmas one. Yeah, look at that. It's completely intact. Thank you very much. Let's give it a... I had a snow globe as a kid. And I absolutely was like fascinated by it. I love the thing. Anybody feeling Christmassy out there yet? Yes, thank you very, very much. I think that might be a keeper, that. I could display it in here, couldn't I? I need a few Christmas decorations for in here, don't I? Can't have it just bare come Christmas. There is absolutely no need to give me anything. You know what I mean? There isn't. Just you guys watching is enough. It really is. It is. You know, I've been doing videos now on YouTube for 5 years, which is mad. Like, are any of you guys out there, do you remember my first video? It's probably a very, very small amount of people after so long that are still watching. But if there is anyone, comment down below. Maybe you went back and started at the beginning. If you've done that as well, comment down below. Just say, you know, just interested to see, like, I don't know. I feel like reselling is one of those things where people just kind of dip in and out for the most part. If you think about like the channels that are out there in reselling, there's only a few really that are still going after a few years, isn't there? A lot of them just kind of come and go. I've seen a lot of them come and go, like people I've watched for years and really enjoyed the content, and then it just stops for various reasons. People's circumstances change, they fall out of love with reselling and go on to do something else, or they go, you know, bigger and better and do something better, or something different on YouTube. There's all different things, loads of different people I can think of, and yeah, things change. It's just the way it is. Look at me getting all deep again. Right, that's it for now. I'm gonna head inside, get a few listings on, and get an early night because I'm tired today. I feel really tired. I feel like I'm still catching up from like the 2 a.m. start on Sunday. I just feel absolutely done for. Like I've just been on like a 14-hour flight or something crazy. Good night on Tuesday. Let's go to Wednesday. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the 1st of the month. Yes, it is the 1st of October and the beginning of Q4. And this is where the real work starts. Gonna be hitting the listing hard this month and setting a new target on the momentum board, as I mentioned last night. So it's the next morning and I've only sold one more item overnight. So that might actually be my worst couple of days of sales for a while, I reckon, a couple of months. But hey, that is the way it is on eBay. It's up, it's down. I've had some really good sales days recently. It's a magazine with a figurine. I've had this for ages and ages. It's in Soaring box. Where is Soaring? Soaring. It's just here. With not having all that much to package, I'm gonna have lots of time to get photographs today. I did list a bit of stuff last night. I was so tired though, I really was. I was passing out. Like, I had my tea and then I just basically passed out on the sofa. There it is, magazine with dragon. It's a dragon, obviously. Grabbing hold of his egg, or her egg. I think I'm going to put a sale on the shop. I was supposed to do one last month, but I didn't. I always run my sales at the beginning of the month, and if I miss the first couple of weeks, I tend to leave it until the following month. It's just the way I do it. And then once the sale is over, I always put it on for the maximum you're allowed, which is 2 weeks. And when that's over, I then go to my ending of listings and selling similar on them where appropriate, like the older listings or the listings that have not had much interest, even though I feel like they should have done. You know, I'll end a few, sell similar, don't relist, sell similar. I usually do it on a Friday, but today is the first of the month, so a lot of people have just been paid. Let's see if I put it on this morning, let's see if we get any sales between now, Wednesday, and Friday. Let's see if anything comes in through the sale. One more item is just sold. It's this mug. Bought this from a recent boot sale I've been to. You won't have seen it yet. Got it for, I think it's £1.50, maybe £2. £9.99 plus postage. Kind of cool. So just about to stick the sale on the shop, 15%. So just working out what I did on the last day here, and it was 321, which is a pretty good amount, more than I thought actually. So there we go, that's the total that we got in the end, 4,386, which worked out as £146.20 a day on average is what we got for the month of September. Good morning, happy Friday. Today we are picking 13 items that will be going out a little bit later on. Let's get some stuff picked. I've already picked one item, and it's this Warhammer book. This is from that big bundle of codexes or game rules, if you like. I put a sale on, that's right. I put a 15% sale on my shop on most things, but not everything. So yeah, this has sold for $7.99. I had it up at $9.99. With the 15% off, it was $8.49, and I sent an offer, or accepted an offer, of $7.99. So that's fine. All of these owe me around like £2 at the most. Some of them I only got for £1, and then a few, just a very few of them, I paid more like £3 each if you averaged it out. Got a bit of a bundle, but yeah, average just under £2, pretty more like 150. So I've bought quite a lot of them over the last couple of months. Let's start in the ceramic shed today, shall we, for a change? There's a few things out of there, so let's go grab them. Okay, so these have sold, and there's also like a matching set with these as well. Let me just get up the listing on my phone. So these I had up at $49.99 plus postage for the two. So it's that one and a tea, coffee, sugar in the same design. But yeah, they offered me $48.99 as an offer, and I obviously accepted like £1 off. I'm guessing that was a mistake. Maybe they were supposed to offer less. Maybe they thought they were bidding. I don't know what they thought, but I accepted it and they paid, and yeah, that's that. So these, I think I got them for £2 a piece. Is it £2 a piece or £3 a piece? Like, not per item like that, per set. So £2 or £3 for that, £2 or £3 for the other one. Recently, that was a very recent one. Oh, there they are, just there. So these are like nice stacking ones. Yeah, Price Kensington. I'm sure Rayware do a very similar thing as well. But these are in really good condition. I think the only slight issue, if you can call it an issue, is that the seal on this one, because it's had the coffee in it, has stained over time. But I've cleaned it. You could probably bleach it and it'll be fine. So there we go, nice little set, $48.99. I did consider selling them separately, but I don't think I would have got that much. Next we got this Tony Raymond pottery, little ceramic house, got £16.50 plus postage. I had it up at 25. It was discounted to 21.24 in the 15% off sale, and then I think I sent an offer out. Sometimes it's like making it, you know, getting the offer, getting the sale on, it gets people looking at it, it gets them watching it, then send them out an offer. A lot of my sales in my sales, if that makes sense, a lot of the things I sell in my sales go like that. It does mean I'm ended up selling it for maybe 20-25% off on some things. But on some things, I really do not mind, and I'm glad. Like this, for instance, I've had for over a year. I thought it was very, very nice. It is actually like a money box, but not much interest. Not much interest, but there you go. Sold it now. I can't remember exactly how much I paid. I wouldn't have paid more than £2 or £3 for this. I like it, but not that much. Have Royal Mail just put their postage up again. When I go to list now, it's coming up as $3.99 for a small parcel with Royal Mail, but it's only $3.55 for the same service but tracked. What's going on there? I don't know. Next is this Studio Pottery bowl. It went for $21.50. I had it up at 30. That was the 15% off price, and I think I sent an offer out at $21.50. So postage, it's 25 all in. And yes, it's vintage. I think this was from the January pick that I did, and to be honest, it's the kind of thing, when I saw it, I thought, should I even bother? I'm guessing this is somebody, this signature, I'm guessing it's a particularly sought after brand for just a bowl like this to go for that kind of money. It's just like a cereal bowl, really. But sometimes I find that's the case. Some of these like little individual pieces, when they're a bit different, can hold a little bit of money, but it's not always the case. Yeah, so we do have a slightly ceramic heavy day, but apart from these, because they'll be a little bit of a headache to pack, but everything else that's sold ceramic wise will be fine, absolutely fine. This sold for £7.50 plus postage. These usually go for more like a tenner. This had a couple of like little flaws in it though, this one, plus they do better in pairs, I find. I only got £6.50 plus postage. I was after £7.99. £6.79 would have been the 15% off, and £6.50, so it's £10 all in. On this, I know it's not a lot, but I thought I'd give it a go on this one. It's so cheap, but it is kind of nice. It looked nice displayed, like in a liquor cabinet or something like that. Bit of Tupperware, why not? So here we have a hamburger press kit. This needed a really good clean, this, like a really good soak and clean, but it's come up really well. And it was from one of the big Tupperware bundles that I bought this year. I bought quite a few. Have I told you how much I got for this yet? I got £13.99 on this. That was the full asking price. I've got two items that haven't made it into a box yet. One is this. It's a 1998 Kenner Star Wars like monster guy with like biting action. £12.50 plus postage. That was my full asking price. I think this should still be here. Oh, and there's something else in here. I can see them there actually. It's these two Dam Trolls, kind of clown ones from 1985. Nice little set of two there. And I got £21.50 plus postage. So what's that? Second thing to sell from that bundle. The first thing was I had a Dracula / vampire rust troll that brought back all the money back on everything I'd paid. Next we have this. This only went for £2.50 plus postage. I probably should have given this to my son because he's into Skylanders. So next in the Rip Ride Rocket box, rest in peace. Also rest in peace to this bundle of spoons that I got because these were not a good buy. And this is the last lot, the very last lot to go, which I've nearly donated many times, but I keep thinking, I'll just give them one more go. Just give them one more go. And now they're sold for £5. I wouldn't buy these spoons. Although I think I had a couple of like singles that were a bit rare that did alright and sold like quickly, but for the most part these have been like the slowest selling things ever. And it's funny that once you pick these things up sometimes you then start seeing them everywhere. So as soon as I bought all these from the charity shop, I bought like a massive bundle of them, I started seeing them everywhere, and you kind of at that point like, these aren't gonna sell very well, are they? Next is this Polly Pocket. I got £6.79 plus postage. This was not a very desirable one at all. No figures, bit of fading, not in the best condition. It's funny how you remember like certain things in vivid detail and then other things you look at and you think, where the hell has that come from? Claire's just updating the board. 6,000. Right, so one more item to pick, which is down here. And I've had these for a while. This is another thing where I bought them, thought they looked really cool. And then once I bought them, I realised that they were everywhere. And I've seen people with massive bundles of these. And I've actually tried to offer on some of them, but people are always after loads of money and they're just not worth that much for the most part. It's these Batman Eagle Moss, like bat cars, Batmobiles. So I only got postage. So I've had these for ages. I see them everywhere. They got you get the Batman ones. You got the like James Bond ones. I've had a couple of the James Bond ones actually that have done all right. But for the most part, I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong on this. Maybe there are certain ones of these to look out for. There probably is, as there always is with these things. But from all the ones I've had, and I've had quite a few of these now, they never do that well. I probably paid a quid or two each for them. So with what I've sold them for, it's a very small profit. And I think that is everything. Okay, so I'm going to just quickly add in the first 2 days of the month onto the momentum board. Let's see if I got anywhere close to the 200 on either. So there we are, 125 on the first and 159 on the second. So we are already behind on that amount, but that's okay. I'm confident we can still do it. Right, let's get all this stuff packaged up. Yeah, not too bad packaging wise, just these, bit annoying. I think I'll knock them out first and then I can like relax a little bit doing the rest. What time are we on now? I'm gonna do these first. I reckon I can get these done before I need to drop Claire off at work. Yeah, and I've lined up some stuff already to get photographed today. I've got some monster trucks. These two monster trucks here I think are quite rare, and there's a couple out there that people have got like crazy money on. I don't think, you know, it wasn't these, but I'm thinking maybe I can aim high on these as well. These ones are not, they're very common. These are very common as well. This I'm not getting rid of. Thank you again, Alison, for giving us that. Some of this stuff, I thought I would show you some of the stuff in these bags. Yeah, I'll leave them for now and I'll go through them with you guys. Yeah, I got this here, got recently, Toy Chest Pal. There's some micro machines in here. And this is not everything I'm doing today, it was just a start. In fact, all of this was in here. But this is kind of cool. Not a lot of money in this, but I wasn't going to leave that behind. Proper vintage, 1994. Let's see if I can give you a little demo of it. So you got to kind of like wind it up like that and then fire it like that. Oh, I didn't do a very good job of that, did I? Yeah, fairly common out there, not worth a great deal. I think it's about a tenner or something. You'd think it'd be more, wouldn't you? So it's a fair few hours later now. It's like the end of the day. Just put the kids to bed and I've just worked out how much I've listed today. I have done £242 worth of listings. I've photographed a lot more than that. I've just not got it all listed, which is fine. The weather's been rubbish today. It's been raining all day and really, really windy as well. The largest boot sale in my area, St Michael's and Billsborough, has called it a day for this year. They've said that's it, that, you know, end of season, which I kind of expected. I did, but I kind of hoped that they might have done another weekend. But with this weather we've had today, they've obviously just thought, nah, there's no point. And then my other local boot sale, Norcross, that's been cancelled for tomorrow. They've said they're probably going to be open on Sunday, but if it stays like this, I can't see it. One thing I did want to mention was, do you know how I've been going around looking at schools with my eldest Milo? We've been to Claire's old school that she used to go to. We've been to another one, and then last night we went to the last one we're looking at. And it's actually the school I used to go to back when I was, obviously left at 16. And yeah, trip down memory lane, I tell you. Even though, like, they've gutted like the whole school, and you can barely tell where you are. Like I could barely like recognize it really. Like it's so different to how it was. But at the same time, there were a couple of rooms I went in and I was like, oh my god, yes, now I remember this. But even though the furniture was new, the walls were new, the floor was new, everything was new. Like everything was new compared to when I went there. There was nothing that still existed, apart from one teacher who I had. I think he was like the head of year 7 or year 8 or something back then. And he's still there now, and I think, as far as I could tell, he's the only teacher who is still there after all this time. And yeah, madness. I actually see him driving around sometimes in his like really old, like 40s, 50s car, like proper classic car. So I kind of thought maybe he was still there, but as far as I can tell, he's the only one. Like, they've been through about 3 or 4 different head teachers since I was there as well. Right, I'm going to call it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching, as always. And if you could hit the like button on this video, it'd be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Go over to my other channel, Adventure Aspin, and subscribe over there. Again, I know a lot of you guys have done so, and we're getting there. We're at like 805, 806 or something now, so we just got, you know, a couple of hundred subscribers to go, and I'll be at that 1,000 target, and I promise at that point I will stop going on about it. But I just really wanted to get to 1,000 this year, and you know, hopefully we can. It's not a dead certain, it definitely isn't, but hopefully it'll happen. I need to get more videos out over there as well. That'd probably help, wouldn't it? Probably help. But for now, that is it. I will catch you in the next one.